by qualification and a trainer by profession. He is a very social person and loves to make friends. When he is not working, he is backpacking. And he says he wishes to cover the earth before the earth covers him. This Toastmaster is going to get a standing ovation after his speech, as this is going to be his landmark speech. To present his speech, titled, Give Your Best and Let It Go. Give your best and let it go. Toastmaster Ankit Kumar.
Thank you so much, Soumya. 10 standard results were out. And as usual, Sharmaji's daughter, Pinky, became the topper. My father said, you, look at Sharmaji's daughter, look at Pinky. I said, Dad, that's exactly what I did for 1 year. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, my father always tried to catch up with Mr. Sharma's family's accomplishments. When he bought red curtains, my dad bought red curtains. When he bought a PlayStation, my dad bought a PlayStation. When he bought gold for his wife, my dad felt sick. My father was failing in the race. He was failing in Sharmaji's race. And he clearly did not understand how to accept the failure. As a result, he fought with Mr. Sharma and stopped talking to his family. Worst, he made me stop talking to Pinky. While my father taught me what not to do in life, my mother taught me life. A lady who was brilliant in academics and a budding mountaineer for Tata Steel Adventure Foundation. A female who knew exactly what to do in life and looked at life only from the standpoint of opportunities. Education and adventure were the two pillars of her life. My parents fell in love and got married. Very soon, my mother realized that marriage is just like an Indian public toilet. People standing outside are dying to go in, and people inside are so desperate to come out. Just after the wedding, my mother was told that she has to be a housemaker. All the dreams that she had nurtured for years like a baby were all crushed. She felt like a bird which wanted to soar high in the sky, but just before it could take off, the wings were cut. Have you ever felt like a balloon which is filled with trapped emotions, which is working against you all the time? Add to that the feeling of helplessness, pressure and anxiety. Mom became that balloon. And then the balloon imploded. An implosion is something where you explode from inside. It's a state where you feel that nothing is going to work out for you just because you're trapped in a cage and there is no key to the cage. The marriage was a cage. Now in a small town in Bihar, where my mother comes from, falling in love with someone was just like cheating your parents. Marrying your love means cheating your parents, your family, your relatives, and your society, which is ready for ambush. And if at all you try to walk out of the marriage, it means you're giving a license to everyone around to bash you and kill your soul every single day. Now luckily my mother did not do that. She still loved my father. So she did not walk out of the marriage. She accepted to be a housewife, but only during the daytime. At night, she was a learner. She decided to prepare for Jharkhand Public Service Commission and started preparing for it religiously for 1 year. A year later, in her first attempt, she failed. She prepared again for 1 more year. She gave her best in the second attempt and she failed again. Now in the due course, she had convinced my father to prepare for the same examination and started guiding him. Third year, both of them appeared together. And guess what? My father cleared the exam and my mother failed. Now she had only one more chance. So she put in all the energy that she had into the preparation, and in the next and the final attempt, ladies and gentlemen, she failed again. When my father asked her how she feels about that, she says, it's not always about winning. It's always about giving your best and testing your potential. And if after giving your best you fail, you have to accept the failure with grace and wear the experience as a badge of honor. And that's what I live by. 14th of July 2019, Cricket World Cup final. When the two teams put their hearts and souls on the ground, playing neck to neck. Now if you have watched the match, you would say that New Zealand was claiming victory. But from nowhere came the overthrow runs. And the sad part is that it was nobody's fault. Result? The match went down to a tie. Super over. Tie again. And then came in the most ridiculous rule of counting the boundaries with which England lifted the trophy. Now I have nothing against England. But what was more interesting than winning the trophy was the way the New Zealand captain Kate Williamson accepted the loss. He put a lid on his grief. He never shouted or raised his voice against the uncontrollables because he knew that the team has given its best on the field. He praised the England team with a smile and accepted failure with grace. And just as he walked away from the conference hall, the entire hall burst out into a spontaneous applause. That was a moment when love and respect merged. Now I have competed in several speech contests and I have lost every single time. In fact, last time I lost, I called my mother and said, "Mom, I'm sorry I lost. I could not make it. I came third." She said, "Wow, you came third this time. Last time, you were not even in the top 3. And next time, just make sure that the other 2 contestants do not participate again." Anyway, I have realized that every single time I spoke in a speech contest, the speech was better than the last time. The preparation itself had brought in the best in me. And the loss gave me a scope for improvement for the next time. Ladies and gentlemen, we all want to win. But not everybody will win. It's absolutely okay to fail. There is no shame to it. As my mother says, it's not always about winning. It's always about giving your best and test your true potential. And if after giving your best you fail, please accept the failure with grace and wear the experience as a badge of honor. Remember, you have to be as ready to fail as ready are you to win. Now today as I end my speech, I want all of you to remember the last time you failed and ask yourself a question. Did you give your best that time? If the answer comes out to be a yes, put a smile on your face and give yourself a pat on the back. And if the answer comes out to be a no, well, then you have to wait for my next speech. Over to you.